Today, we will explore the historical background of the Indian Constitution. The Indian Constitution did not emerge overnight. It is the result of a long process of evolution, influenced heavily by the laws and reforms introduced by the British from 1773 to 1947. The Regulating Act of 1773. This was the first step towards centralized administration in India. The Governor of Bengal was made the Governor General of Bengal, assisted by an executive council. A Supreme Court was set up at Calcutta, marking the beginning of a structured judicial system. The Pitt's India Act of 1784. This act established dual control over the company's administration. While the Court of Directors continued, a board of control was set up under the British government. It strengthened parliamentary control over Indian affairs. Then comes the Charter Acts. The Charter Acts between 1793 and 1853 gradually reduced the East India Company's powers. The Act of 1813 ended the trade monopoly except in tea and China trade. In 1833, a single Governor General of India was created, centralizing authority. By 1853, for the first time, open competition for civil services was introduced. The Government of India Act 1858. After the revolt of 1857, the East India Company was abolished. India came directly under the British Crown rule. A Secretary of State for India, with the help of a council, governed India. The Governor General became the Viceroy representing the Crown. Then comes the Indian Councils Act. These acts gradually introduced Indians into legislative councils. The 1861 Act allowed limited representation. The 1892 Act introduced indirect elections. The Morley-Minto reforms of 1909 gave separate electorates to Muslims, planting seeds of communal division. Then comes the Government of India Act of 1990. Known as the Montague-Chelmsford reforms, this act introduced diarchy in provinces. Subjects were divided into transferred, that is handled by Indians, and reserved, kept by the British. It also established a bicameral legislature at the centre and extended limited voting rights. This was the most comprehensive act, the Government of India Act of 1935. It granted provincial autonomy, introduced federal features, and established the federal court. Many features of today's constitution, such as federalism and the role of governors, are derived from this act. The Indian Independence Act of 1947. This landmark act partitioned British India into India and Pakistan. It granted complete independence, and the Constituent Assembly of India was empowered to frame our constitution. This marked the final step in India's constitutional journey under British rule. In conclusion, the Indian Constitution is not a sudden creation, but the outcome of centuries of reforms, struggles, and adaptation. It is rooted in India's unique history while drawing from British system, ensuring democracy, justice, and equality for all the citizens.